Please adhere to YouTube selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be eating a bubblegum cigarette for the first time, which I am very excited to do. I've previously eaten a candy cigarette before, and I enjoyed it quite a bit, but the candy cigarette I had, was not a bubblegum candy cigarette. It was instead just a normal candy cigarette that was essentially just a sugar stick in a pack that looked like a pack of cigarettes. But this is actually a bubble gum cigarette, and I've heard a lot of good things about them. But how are they actually gonna be? Well, I don't know, because I've never had one before, but I'm looking forward to finding out, to say the least. What I've got with me in specific today is a pack of Target bubble gum cigarettes, which were made in the Republic of North Macedonia. I do believe that this will also be my first ever time consuming a product from the Republic of North Macedonia as well, and so as such, well, I'm looking forward to finding out just how this is, even just a little bit more than I was already because of that. But I do suppose, without further ado, before I go ahead and get this pack of cigarettes all opened up, and before I go ahead and actually get one of the bubblegum candy cigarettes out of the pack, I should probably first off, well, go over the packaging. And then after that, I should probably get the pack all opened up, go and get one of the cigarettes out, see how they look, how they feel, what the quality is like, see what they smell like. And then after that, I should probably go ahead and actually, well, start eating a bubblegum candy cigarette for the first time and find out just how good or just how bad these actually are. And let y'all know just what I think of bubblegum candy cigarettes as, well, a cigarette smoker. But first off, as said, we've got to go over the packaging, which I think is a pretty dang good look. It is a mildly retro look that is, in my opinion, an ode to Lucky Strikes. Now, it's definitely not exactly the same as Lucky Strike packaging, but there are some similarities, such as the red circle in the middle and the white background. And on that red circle in the middle, we can see in black with a white border going around it. It just says Target right there in a pretty stylized font, if you ask me. There's also a red line on the bottom and top right there with a blue sort of line right here meant to represent the sort of sticker we see on soft packs of cigarettes. And below the red circle, it just says bubblegum right there. And then under that, it just says net weight 9 out of 10 ounces or 27 grams. And that's pretty much all there is to the front of the packaging. Overall, a much more basic look than not, but one that is pretty solid if you ask me. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, we can see it is exactly the same as the front. And taking a look at the side, we can see the ingredients and some of the basic information for this product. It just says the ingredients for these bubble gum cigarettes are, in order of weight, I think, in order of weight, it just says sugar, corn syrup, gum base, artificial flavors, artificial colors, F, D, and C, red number 3, blue number 2, yellow number 5, BHT as preservatives, and then it says sucre, syrup de mais, base de goma, glycerin, essence, and colorants artificials, antioxidant, BHT. Wait. Oh, no, that's just, I just read off the ingredients again, and that was just in, I think, French. I think I just read off the ingredients in French, whereas I'd already just read them off in English, so that's my bad, but yes, it has the ingredients in both English and French, it appears at least. Under that, it just says Fabriqué en République de Macedonia du Nord, which just means made in Republic of North Macedonia in, I think that's French. I'm pretty sure. I very well could be wrong. I'm not really sure exactly what language that is, but I'm pretty sure that's French. And then under that text, it just says, imported exclusively by World Confections, Maplewood, New Jersey. I don't like New Jersey, but you know, I'll have to deal with it for this scenario. But that's what it says on this side of the packaging. We can see there's also the red sort of, I'd have to say, ribbon on the front and the back. on this side as well. So we can say without a doubt that the design on this packaging stretches all the way around the packaging, which is something I love to see, I will acknowledge. Taking a look at the other side, we can see what looks like a Surgeon General warning, but actually isn't. Instead, it is the nutrition facts for these bubblegum candy cigarettes. And it just says nutrition facts, servings about 8 serving size 1 piece or 3.4 grams. There is 10 calories per bubblegum cigarette apparently, and total fat 0 grams, saturated fat 0 grams, trans fat 0 grams, cholesterol 0 grams, sodium 0 grams, total carbohydrates, total carbohydrates 3 grams, so 3 grams out of the 3.4 grams is just sugar. No surprise. Total sugars, 3 grams. Protein, 0 grams. Vitamin A, 0%. Vitamin C, 0%. Calcium, 0%. Iron, 0%. So obviously we can tell that these are super healthy. These are not healthy. On the bottom of the pack, we can see white background, black barcode right there just for single sale. And then on the top, we can see this blue area that goes over that is meant to represent the, sort of sticker holding soft packs of cigarettes together. We can see there is a little bit of a logo right there in white on that blue background. And that just says NE, I want to say, or 3U. Oh, let's just take a look. World Confections. I'm not exactly sure what the NE represents, I'll acknowledge, but maybe that's some fake company that makes these cigarettes, or maybe that's the real company that makes these bubblegum cigarettes. I'm not exactly sure, I will acknowledge. But now that I've covered the packaging, and without a doubt, I can say that the packaging is pretty solid in my personal opinion. I could actually see this packaging being a real pack of cigarettes, and that is not a joke, but it does still look a little bit fake, I'll acknowledge. But now that I've covered the packaging, let's go ahead and get this pack of bubblegum cigarettes all open if we possibly can. Just like that. Let's see if I can just peel it, get it open, and ooh, very, very, very cool if I do say so myself. So, just smelling these right off the bat. I'm just smelling sugar. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really am just smelling sugar. Gonna go and put this little bit of trash in my backpack. Can't be littering, of course, but I'm just smelling sugar right off the bat, and we can see there are a bunch of multicolored sticks on the inside. Getting one of these out, we can see it does appear to have a paper wrapper going around it, and the top part of the paper wrapper is a white paper with no horizontal lines going all the way across. And then we could see we get a brown filter that I do believe is meant to represent a cork style filter, but is not quite cork style enough to really look like a cork style filter, but that's what I'm pretty sure it's meant to represent. This does not look like a super real cigarette by any means, nor do I think it's intended to. It's just meant to look a little bit like one. Let me tell y'all what though, this filter portion is tiny. This is like a Newport Red size filter portion that is super tiny. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to actually eat the paper itself. I think what I'm supposed to eat is on the inside, and that is, well, this gum right here. So let's go ahead and just unwrap this paper real quick. Or maybe I'm supposed to, I think I'm just supposed to unwrap it and just do it like that, in all honesty. And we can see there's a bunch of white powder, I assume. You know, let's just, I was about to say, I was thinking that was going to be, powdered sugar, but it's not. It's not sweet. That's just, I think that's just like flour or something like that. That is meant to just make the paper not stick to the bubblegum super much. But overall, we can see it's pretty much just a pink stick, just like that. There's some lines kind of going down vertically on the pink stick. And overall, I'd have to say this bubblegum candy cigarette looks pretty visually striking, especially when compared to a lot of bubblegum on the market today. This definitely looks a lot more striking than something like, let's say, Trident gum or 5 gum or something like that. But is it actually any good? Well, I think without further ado, I should probably go ahead and actually take a bite of this stick and find out, well, just how it is. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, wow. That is not soft. That is really hard. But just right off the bat, a lot of sweetness. Wow. Now, I don't think I'm really supposed to actually swallow this. I'm not planning on it. Wow. And you'd think you'd get a good amount. You'd think you'd get a good amount from just half of it, but no, you really got to use the whole thing. I'm going to try to get the rest of the paper off. There we go. Just like that. That is very, very, very hard. Not soft at all. But once you kind of chew it up and let the saliva get to it, it definitely gets softer. But this is by no means a super soft gum. Even when it is softer, it is still much more so than not a very firm gum, in my opinion. And one that is very sweet. Yeah. Very sweet. Just tastes like straight bubblegum as well. There's no other sort of flavor in there. Just tastes like straight bubblegum. Yeah. Now, at the very beginning, very sweet. Very, very, very sweet flavor. Very sweet bubblegum candy flavor. As to be expected. These are bubblegum candy cigarettes after all. But very quickly, that flavor dissipates like insanely fast. Wow. It's maybe been 30 seconds and it's already dissipated. Wow. Yeah, it's already gone. There's already no more sweetness. The sweetness is gone so fast, it's crazy. Wow. And once the sweetness is gone, it's still got that firm texture to it. But, it just doesn't really taste like anything. Yeah. Right off the bat, initially once you pop it in your mouth, I'm like, it's pretty solid. However, after about 30 seconds to a minute, it really just becomes just a wad of cardboard in your mouth, in all honesty. Let's see if there's different flavors or if they're all the same, though. Let's try one of the purple ones, because there's a purple one as well. And we can see the wrapper on it looks pretty much identical to what we saw on the first one. Let's see if I can get this paper all off. There we go, just like that. This one came off a little bit easier. Ah, there are different flavors. This one is not exactly to my personal preference, but it's not bad. So the first one I had was just simply put bubblegum. It was just a candy-like bubblegum flavor. This is candy grape. I'm not really one for candy grape, but that's the flavor of it. And honestly, for a candy grape flavor, this is actually pretty solid. I don't like candy grape most of the time. This is actually not bad. Yeah. Very sweet, sort of bubblegum grape flavor, just initially. Overall, not bad. Especially as somebody who doesn't like grape flavored stuff when it comes to candy. This is actually really solid. There's a lot of other grape candy out there that I hate. This is not one of them. Wow. I gotta admit, I'm pretty impressed. Once again, though, very sweet at the beginning. Very hard at the beginning. Softens up, but still remains very firm once you get to chewing and once the saliva gets to it. And once again, while the sweetness is quite prevalent, at the very beginning, it really does dissipate very fast. This is definitely something that this is not a bubble gum you're meant to chew for like 30 minutes. I know some people, they really like their gum. They chew it for like 30 minutes. This is not that type of gum. You cannot do that with this. Hell, I don't even really think you can blow bubbles with this gum. One, I don't think you really get enough in the stick to do that. And two, it's just too firm. It's not quite soft enough, and it never really softens up either. Overall, though, you know, not bad. Oh god, I just dropped it. I don't eat a lot of gum, as you guys can tell. I am not an experienced gum eater. But went ahead and put that on that paper towel I have. And I think we have, I want to say 2 more flavors to go. So we have another pink flavor that I'm not sure. So we have another grape right there. Then we have what looks like an orange. I'm going to go and grab one of those out. I think that's the next one I'm going to have. And then I think I'll try one of the other pink ones because I think those might be, they look like a slightly more dull pink. So I think it might be a slightly different flavor. But first off, I'm going to try this orange one. So let's see how this one is. Once again, looks pretty much identical to the other ones. It's just orange colored on the inside this time. Honestly, I'm starting to really like that crunch at the beginning. I was kind of on it when I tried the first one, but I'm kind of liking it. Yeah. And this one's definitely got a different flavor. This one, I really like this one. Yeah, it's like really sweet orange candy. Like super sweet orange candy. That does not taste anywhere near natural orange. It's just candy orange. With a lot of sweetness. This one, for some reason, seems to have softened up a bit more than the other two. I gotta admit, overall, you know. Yeah, this one's pretty solid. I like it. Definitely more than the grape one. The grape one wasn't bad, but this one's on the same tier as the normal bubblegum one. Yeah. Don't mind it by any means. Do not mind it by any means. Yeah, pretty solid stuff. Yeah. The sweetness definitely does dissipate quite fast. But it has not completely dissipated quite yet. Although now I've said that it pretty much has. Yeah. Nice orange flavored one. Can't complain. Can't complain. And let's go ahead and try this one as well. I'm pretty sure this one might just be bubblegum again. But it does appear to be a slightly different color than the other bubblegum ones. So I'm not sure if there were just 4 normal bubblegums and then 2 of the other flavors. But let's give it a go just to see if this is a different flavor. I'm not sure if it will be. But yeah, definitely looks a little bit different in my opinion. And we can see the paper came off very easily. Yes. I really like it. You know what, crunchy at the beginning once again. And it does appear that when you pick up a pack of Target bubblegum candy cigarettes, that there are 2 orange, 2 grape, and 4 bubblegum flavored candy cigarettes inside. I think I paid 99 cents for the pack. Absolutely worth it. Especially for the novelty. Yeah. Just tastes like bubblegum. Very sweet once again. Nice crunch at the very beginning. Overall, I gotta admit, you know, pretty solid. If I had to say tier list of the 3 different flavors, I'm gonna have to say probably the normal bubblegum at the top, then orange, then grape. But none of the flavors are particularly bad. Really, my main beef with these is the fact that the flavor disappears super fast. It only takes like a minute for the flavor to completely disappear from the gum, which is just too short. Like, I at least want 3 or 4 minutes kind of thing. I guess on one hand, it has made trying a bunch of these very quickly easier. On the other hand, though, I just prefer if it was, had a longer flavor. But that's okay, it is what it is. It's candy cigarettes I got for 99 cents. I can't really complain now, can I? Yeah. Overall, you know, not too bad. Not too bad by any means. I don't mind any of the flavors I had today. Excuse me. Yeah. Interesting. Glad to have tried some candy cigarettes, some bubblegum candy cigarettes today, and glad to have tried a bubblegum candy cigarette for the first time. Do bubblegum candy cigarettes actually taste like cigarettes? The answer is no. That is the straight up answer. The answer to that is no. However, they do still taste pretty good even though they don't taste like cigarettes. And overall, I think they're more candy than they are gum. Definitely more candy than they are gum. They're candy gum. Like, they're not, you can't compare it to Trident or 5 Gum or something like that. Simply put, excuse me, this is candy gum. This is candy gum. And it's not something to be thought of as a real sort of like gum meant for breath freshness or something like that kind of thing. Now, could you use it as that? Let's say you smoked a cigarette and then after that you wanted to eat a candy cigarette to freshen up your breath. I think it could work, but I'm not going to guarantee that. Overall, though, you know, these have been not bad by any means. I have not minded having one of these candy cigarettes right here, that is for sure, and I'm very glad to have tried 4 of them in today's video. I'm very glad to have tried a bubblegum candy cigarette for the first time. Yeah, no complaints on my behalf. Is there anything else I want to say? Overall, I don't mind any of the flavors. The flavor disappears too fast, though. I like the crunch at the beginning. It was a bit odd, just when I first tried one, but I do kind of like the crunch at the beginning. It kind of grew on me, I'll acknowledge. And, you know, overall, the sweetness was nice. The flavors were very candy-like, very nice. And I, honestly, I quite enjoyed the candy bubblegum cigarettes, I ain't gonna lie. I quite enjoyed them. But they're not like the best thing in the world, I'll acknowledge. They're not the best gum in the world, they're not the best candy in the world, but they're definitely something I would consume again, just simply because, well, I think they're a pretty cool novelty. If I see these for sale in my local area, I'll absolutely be picking up a pack again, and I will absolutely be taking some to go somewhere or something like that kind of thing. Like I'm going to go hang out with friends or something. I could whip out my pack of candy bubblegum cigarettes and be like, yo, y'all want a cigarette? I can absolutely do that, and I absolutely will do that. But yeah, I think they're a really cool novelty. I think they're something that's a good talking piece, and they're definitely something I'd buy again, but they're not like the best candy in the world. And so as such, I'm thinking rating wise, the pack of Target bubblegum candy cigarettes I had today, that I experienced for the first time today, I'm thinking it's gonna have to get a solid 3 out of 4, like probably 3.4 out of 4, which means it's something I definitely buy again, but it's not like the best candy in the world by any means. And that's kind of my personal take on this product. Now, as said at the beginning of this video, this is also, I believe, my first ever time consuming a product from the Republic of North Macedonia. And as a whole, these have definitely made me excited to try more products from the Republic of North Macedonia. That is for sure. So certainly no complaints on my behalf. Overall, 3.4 out of 4 for the Target bubblegum candy cigarettes. I had a great time today experiencing a bubblegum candy cigarette for the first time, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you guys have enjoyed watching, of course, please make sure to let me know what y'all's thoughts are on bubblegum candy cigarettes in the comments down below. Do you guys like them? Do you guys not? Let me know, and if you guys have never had one, what do you guys think of them based off of this video? Thank you so much for watching this video, y'all. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, please make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box, and my other channels all in the description down below. Go check them all out. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Till the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir, you know what I'm saying?